the Lone Star State, as one star still basks in the glory of last Sunday's Indianapolis 500 win. But Dario Franchitti knows there's little time. His victory celebration might be interrupted tonight. 26 of the world's best drivers want to make sure he doesn't make it back-to-back wins on the high bank turns of Texas Motor Speedway. It is a sweltering Saturday night at the Great American Speedway, Texas Motor Speedway, where in less than an hour, the green flag drops on tonight's Firestone 550. With the month of May and Indianapolis behind them, the stars of the IZOD IndyCar Series now prepare for the heat of summer racing and the drive for the 2010 season championship. Welcome to IndyCar Central on Versus, where we will set the stage for tonight's 228-lap race. Hi, I'm Lindy Thaxton on the Versus stage just outside of Turn 4. We barely had any time for the chaos to settle since Indianapolis, but here we are. The drivers have to go side by side, and this is the most severe banking of anything in our series. Just think about it. They're traveling 24 degrees banking at over 200 miles per hour. They will experience a total G-force of more than 5 Gs. On top of that, obviously it's windy. It's really, really hot out here. But let's face it, here and even you at home across the country, we're still talking about the final laps of the 500, where no one knew for sure if Dario Franchitti would be hold on to win for his second title at Indy.
And the race is on.
There's a target on that machine, but nobody's been able to hit it for most of this day. Dario Franchitti's been the man almost since the drop of the green flag.
Dario down and away with tires and fuel.
37 laps remaining. The top 4 stayed out. It's Mike Conway, Justin Wilson, Helio Castroneves, Graham Rahal, the top 4. Dario Franchitti and Marco Andretti, 5th and 6th. Now, Conway last pitted on lap 139. He is definitely going to have to make another stop. And here he comes. So he'll surrender the lead to Justin Wilson.
183 laps are complete for your leader, Justin Wilson. He needs a pit stop soon. Helio Castroneves, our pole sitter, runs second. Graham Rahal back to third. Dario Franchitti is fourth. Tony Kanaan, who started 33rd, is fifth. Marco Andretti, he has had a great day, and he is currently sixth, being told to save fuel.
Marco, everybody's in trouble. We can make this work. Dario needs 4.0. We need 4.1. He's in trouble too.
Justin Wilson and Graham Rahal now head to pit lane for the final time. Helio Castroneves, he is out in front. The question at this point is, can he make it on fuel?
No, maybe not, guys.
Castroneves is not going to get there, so Dario Franchitti is in position to win his second Indianapolis 500.
8 laps to go.
Dario Franchitti is out in front. Tony Kanaan runs second. Dan Weldon is third. The difference, 1.4 seconds.
This crowd goes wild as Tony Kanaan is right there. 4 car lengths back for TK. He tries to make the move all the way to the front.
Franchitti has some space, and Kanaan is heading to pit row. His chance to win is done.
So the question is, does Dario Franchitti have enough fuel to finish this race?
Take your time. Take your time. Weldon's in 1 now.
1 lap to go. Does Dario have enough fuel? He is slowing down. Can Dan Weldon catch him? Weldon is catching Franchitti. Crash! We've got a crash! We've got a crash!
Yeah, heads up. Yellow, back it down.
Heavy carnage in the north end. A car hit a wall hard in the north end between 3 and 4.
Mike Conway and Ryan Hunter-Reay, a 2-car incident, and this is going to mean that Dario Franchitti will in fact win his second Indy 500. A shame it has to end this way. The twin checkers are out. Dario Franchitti is a 2-time winner of the Indianapolis 500-mile race.
Hey, baby, checker flag.
Way to go, way to go.
This means so much. This is, to come back after going away for a year, win the championship, and now win the Indy 500. Stand there speechless right now.
Dario joins us here now. First of all, are you even off of that high?
Well,
In some ways, yes, because on Tuesday I thought, right, I got to get my head into gear here. I got Texas coming up, so but that high lasts for a long time. The last one lasted for at least a couple of years. So,
yeah.
So hopefully this one will last just as long. It's just a great feeling on Sunday.
Yeah, how hard is it to go from that to this?
It was tough. It was tough because you know, Monday night you're there celebrating with the Target guys, we're having a good time at the banquet. And then you got to think, okay, Texas now, because if you don't look forward, you're going to get left behind in the championship, and that was same thing in 07 as well. But hopefully that can launch us into a title challenge here. It's going to be tough, but hopefully we've got some momentum going now.
I know it was busy for you, but I understand Monday morning you go and take photos, and then your crew was nonstop.
Yeah, my crew worked till midnight on, I believe it was Tuesday night, so they could get at least one day off before coming here. So it just never stopped, you know, and the Target team work incredibly hard, but so does every other team in this pit lane. And we're lucky with the resources that we're given that we can get to do the job, but it's tough, and I think as drivers we do get the easy job.
You've been running at 5 of the 6 finishes that you've been here. What's the key?
Trying to stay out of trouble,
yeah.
Absolutely. We ran out of fuel last year coming out of turn 4. Staying out of trouble, I would say, but sometimes here you can't help it. You just get caught up in someone else's accident. It's definitely a stressful night for the drivers and the teams. The fans love it, but for us, it is a stressful one.
How's your car feel?
Yeah, not bad. We're running the Energizer car this weekend. Had to kind of find out which one it was before I jumped in it there. But it's not bad. I was surprised how fast it was in qualifying. I really was. But race trim last night, yeah, not bad.
Sounds good, Dario. We need to let you get ready for driver intros. Thank you so much for coming up here.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
And now let's take a look at the points, because as you see, for the first time really since Long Beach, there is the potential for a points lead change tonight. Franchitti moved from 5th to 2nd with his 500 win, and he is within reach of Will Power. That pushed Dixon down to 3rd and Castroneves to 4th, and that's despite Helio getting 15 bonus points for winning the 500 pole. And remember, for the first time this season, we have an oval and a road and street course champion. And here's our first look at the standings for the A.J. Foyt Trophy that's given to the top oval driver. By the way, the fans voted on the trophy name. After 2 oval races, Franchitti leads his Ganassi teammate Dixon by 12 points, with Castroneves in 3rd. Meanwhile, Helio's teammate Will Power leads the road and street course standings with a sizable lead over him. The next road course race is in Watkins Glen, July 4th. The road and street trophy name will be announced that weekend, also as voted by you, the fans at home. Scott Dixon is starting 4th tonight. He won here in Texas in 2008 from the pole position. He's led 121 laps. As we said, he's starting 4th. We'll see what he can do. Stay with us. Welcome back to Texas Motor Speedway, where IndyCar Central on Versus rolls on. And if you are at all familiar with the Great American Speedway, you know they know how to put on a good show. You want an example? Here you go. Right before we came on the air, Daredevil legend Robbie Knievel wowed the crowd when he jumped over a whole bunch of local service vehicles. By the way, that is more than 200 feet. And he made it. One of the traditions here, by the way, it's really unique. It's how they do the driver introductions. Each driver, the stands you're looking at, they actually walk down them when they're introduced. We sent our own Jack Arute into the crowd to catch up with a guy who will be staring right at the Penske and Ganassi cars when that green flag drops.
And Lindy, it's the first time that Alex Lloyd is going to make this walk down these stairs to the cheer of the crowd. You did pretty well qualifying 6th. What was it about Texas that really this Boy Scout of America car started to like so much?
I don't know. I mean, we've been working really hard all year to try and improve the package, and really I think we found, we saw some of the rewards from that at Indianapolis, and I was really keen to see how we do here. I mean, it's obviously a very different track to Indy, but the Boy Scouts guys did a great job, and we rolled out the truck pretty strong, and obviously a good qualifying. So pretty eager to get going here and see how we do tonight, but I'm looking forward to it. It's a fantastic track, great facility, should be a good race.
We were treated to some exciting, and some people actually said freaky practice last night in the final practice. What did you learn there?
I learned that it's going to be a tough night. I mean, its concentration is premium. You know, this is a fast track, and when you're running inches apart, you know, for 2-3 wide, and it's probably going to be like that for most of the race. I think we're all going to be mentally drained more than anything else at the end of it, and obviously the heat, everything like that. So it's going to be a crazy race. I certainly hope to try and stay in that front group where hopefully it'll be a little less crazy and we can have a good pace.